spirit of linebacker Sam Mills lives on in 2 words. And the sounding of the drum reminds every Panther to keep pounding as they get ready for a fight here at Charlotte's Bank of America Stadium. Up next, it's our main event between the Cleveland Browns and the Carolina Panthers. The Browns sideline. We're going to look at head coach Kevin Stefanski. Their season has been a nightmare the last couple of months. 7 consecutive losses. Pete Scott joined by my partner Brock Hewer. This is punter Bradley Pinion to get us started. And as this rain continues to fall, we're off in Charlotte. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So here are the Browns now, headed out for their first drive. And we'll get a look at their signal caller playing in his 7th season.
Last week, Kate, you won't call his effort wasted now. But you wish a game like that would have come in a win instead of showing up in a contest they ended up dropping. 2 touchdowns, no picks. That's the type of game that wins are typically built off of.
Now a moment to check out his numbers catching that football last week. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Setting up to throw. Once more into the hands of Judy. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Extra DB out there for the Panthers, 3rd down. Throwing now out of the shotgun. And this opening drive is headed for 4th down. That's incomplete. Defender there to knock it away. The Browns are lined up to punt. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. Coming off 4 punts in that loss, and he boots his first of this game away. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. So here come the Panthers now for their opening drive. And bringing them out now, a quarterback who really knows how to make something exciting happen.
Nobody came away happy last week, no question about it. Himself, most of all. His team went 0-1 picking up the loss, but he was 0-1. 1 pick, no touchdowns. Not good enough. Defeat not an option this week, and neither is a lack of touchdowns. They intend to rectify both.
And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a Panthers first.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just 1 play. 1st down, and they go right back to it. He did well to shake off 1 tackle partner, but the next one got it. He's going to lose yards. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Trying to throw this from the gun. Nowhere to go with it, so he's just going to throw this one away. No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
Carson Schlesinger on the coverage.
3rd and long for him here. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up. And partner, I think we just got to look at what's going to be one of their biggest challenges in this one, operating quick enough to neutralize that pass rush.
That's right, and I know it's very, very early, obviously the opening drive, but hits like that compound. That's why defenses stress it each and every week to get after the quarterback, because hits like that can have an effect throughout.
The Browns and their running back about to get back to work. And you know who the ball is going to when they reach the red zone. He's currently top 5 across the NFL in rushing scores this season. Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake. The throw right side, caught by Fanning. And this one does not go far. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. At the 20.
Throwing from the gun. Finds the in route, complete. Panthers pick this one up. Well, they can't add anything after that recovery, partner, but they do take possession of the football.
You know, we could go down on that field and ask any player about the first lessons they learned in the game of football, and almost every one of them kids going to say the same thing. Ball security. I bet he could even hear his old high school coach's voice in his ears right now, telling him next time, you got to hang on to it better.
Now for the second time, we take a look at this Panther offense. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. They've got first down here from the 36. Up the middle, Hubbard. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive. We'll look at his numbers on the ground from last week here.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Hubbard again. Escapes the defender. And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. To the line and set. Here we go, first down.
That's good for a Panthers first down.
He'll call his own number. Only able to get back to the line on that first down play, so no gain.
Boy, is it tough to fool this defense with how well they read and react to these plays. Held the line, and the QB keeper gets nada.
On 2nd down, it's Hubbard. And he stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
Panthers first down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Hubbard. It's a design run. And the defense holds him at the 2, Brock. He can't get beyond the line. Still a couple yards short of that end zone.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
They run. It's the rookie from Louisiana. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into 3rd and goal.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. With a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
3rd down from the gun. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down. Field goal attempts coming up from John Quattro-Romo. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Up and good from Romo. And they're able to get 3 points off that turnover.
What a season this guy's had. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
Out to kick it away. Here's Pinion. Tyler Scott now to return it. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Cleveland offense back out and getting set for the drive. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we have been seeing so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down. 1 play in, and they are already close to midfield.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Going to the ground again on 1st. Winning there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Going from the gun here. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're ruling him out of bounds. Witt got 3rd down. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line.
And 10 yards to go.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they come up big on 3rd down there with the sack.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Now for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
He has it at the 13. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Toss play, short side. He's going to keep his balance long enough to get ahead for a gain of 5. Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
Now a give on the counter. Now that's not what the offense died about. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be third down. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Got his man. This is McMillan. This play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's going to bring up a Carolina first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
You start with a string of incompletions, Brock. You've told me this before. Getting that first one to connect feels really good.
Yeah, it just kind of settles you down and everybody else around you. Not too different than seeing the ball go through the net or make a nice birdie putt. Yeah, you just want to gain some confidence. I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, it came at the perfect time.
And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. It's 16 yards on that play. And that's good for a Panthers first. Back to the well again. And he manages to find a little traction on that search field as he fights forward for a couple. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Another carry for him. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there. That leaves them with 3rd down and 5.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Dive in, and he gets his hands underneath for the catch. They gain 11 on that play. And that's going to bring up a Carolina first down. So that connection for first will bring us to the end of the first. The Panthers have taken the early lead. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Bank of America Stadium after this. We're ready to go with the second quarter. It's Panthers football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Lone back gets the handoff. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. Back-to-back carries here. It's a solid running here as he gets 8 yards there into the red zone.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack. Exactly what he just did.
And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play. All right, so they like the results on the field, and they're going to decline this penalty. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Running it after the penalty. And he's in for the touchdown. The Panthers making a 9-point advantage. This play going under review by the officials.
Previous play is under review.
Well, we all know there can be so little room for error spotting a football. And that's what's being reviewed right here. Did they get this right?
And I know both sidelines are furiously pleading their cases about what their eyes see. But fortunately, the eye in the sky and the replays will give us a clear answer.
Well, good thing they reviewed it, because after further examination, the call on the field has changed. Here's another for it. And this time he's going to score. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers make it a 9-point advantage. John Parker Romo out to try the point after. Bad weather doesn't affect that extra point. It's good. And the Panthers make it a 10-point ball game. Out to kick it away. Here's Pinion. Strong with the return. Good work so far. He's got room. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35. Back out now comes the Browns offense. They now trail by double digits after that last score, Brock. It's 10-0 partway through here. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. They'll go play action. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So 2nd down coming up.
2nd down and 10.
They'll work against the blitz. A little screen pass for Judkins. All right, short of the market for the moment, but they've got 3rd and short coming up from their own 44. QB sneak coming. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
And the Browns, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. He's going to throw this one. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. 2nd and 3 now.
It's a gain of 7.
From the gun, Judkins. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 4.
It's Judkins on the counter. Ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one, and the effort brings up 4th down.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
The only move this offense is making is toward the line, Brock. They're going for 4th and 3. They're running the option, short side. And he can't get the push they needed. They hold him at the line and send him packing after a turnover on downs.
Whether they were keyed on him expecting that run, or in case of a throw, it worked either way for the defense. When the QB broke for the line, they broke with him, and they drug him down short of the sticks.
Dave Canales getting his Panthers out there for their next drive. And 3rd down's not a problem for them on their way to the end zone on that last drive we saw, Brock, all season long. They've been very confident in those spots.
Yeah, Kate, this really has been a group who doesn't let the pressure or the situations affect them. Something you can really credit, I think, to their coaching, their preparation, and ultimately their execution.
And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. They've got 1st down here from the 36.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
A gain of a yard.
They give it to him again. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards.
I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB's going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
Browns rolling out 6 DBs. 3rd down. They'll throw it. On the slant, complete to Johnson. And somebody finally able to force him out there. So even with that quality gain, it will still wind up being fourth down. Nothing good from Romo. And that will add to their score.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Strong with the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Cleveland's offense all set to take over. They trail 13-0 here as they go in search of their opening score. Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Completed over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. 2nd and 3 now.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
On the give, here's Judkins. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. First down from the 42.
First down. A gain of 12. First down, Browns.
Another game to Judkins. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So he can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one. Back now, pressure coming. Short pass brought in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. So now here's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up
Pass play coming here. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
And that fair catch corralled just beyond the 25-yard line. The Panthers and Chuba Hubbard ready to begin another drive. It sure seems like they've been able to score every time they've touched it this quarter, Brock. So high hopes again for this upcoming series. Back on the handoff. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So 2 minutes still to play in this first half, partner. It's the Panthers in front here at Bank of America. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Option design here. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Working now from the gun. That throw finds Okonkwo. And they don't get any help on this 2nd down, Brock. He is out right along the line, so no gain.
Gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. Catch is made in close. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers boat racing them to the halftime locker room.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
Romo on to try the point after.
For the extra point.
Got a good plant in the rain there. The extra point flies through. And the Panthers push the lead to 20. Out to kick it away. Here's Pinion. Scott now to return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. Gets at the 25-yard line. Now we see the Browns offense headed out. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. They'll begin with a quick... Oh, he lost the football. Picked up by the Panthers. He's out in the clear. And he doesn't reach the end zone. Thought he might be able to carry that one in, but they are going to take over on the verge of 6 after that fumble. Oh, their reaction perfection question, Brock. Once it was recovered, everyone immediately reacted and flipped to return mode. And what a return it wound up being.
So much to love about that, Kate. That's team together, everybody achieving more, and you could see it all the way down to the 1 yard line. But I promise you this, there'll be a little razzing on that sideline. Come on, man. You could smell the end zone. Can't you just punch it in?
Come on. Now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes and a half, but the replay official wants to take another look at this on their own. All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down? And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy's screaming something hit the ground while the defense is hoping it didn't.
Take that fumble away. The officials overturn the call and say he was down. Catch made left side by Judy. He's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. Finds him over the middle. This one is stopped after about a 5-yard pickup. The tackle made at the 45.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Throwing it again here. Throw left side, finds Fannin. And he's going to manage 3 for them on the play. Stop just a little bit shy of the marker.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. It's caught. Fannin has it. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line.
5-yard gain on the play. That's good for a Browns.
Sticking to the air here. On target here to the Joku. And they're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16.
It's a gain of 30.
Now the Browns spend their final timeout. Working inside the red zone. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left. So close to the end zone, but with time winding down, they're going to try for the field goal. It's a 33-yard look from the right hash. Aubrey puts it through. And the deficit goes from 20 to 17.
And with those 3 points, you just dig yourself out of a little bit of a hole. You know, coming out of halftime, you've got to firmly be in comeback mode.
He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. Finds some space. He's past the 30. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So one-sided contest as we reach the break here. Let's head over to Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Thanks so much, Scott, and hope you are really today enjoying that dry studio as the rain continues to fall here in our second half. Return starts at the 9. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Panthers, then this running back, headed back out for a new series. And things are looking good to snap that 3-game losing streak that they came in on, Brock. They've got the lead here. This drive will begin with Hubbard. And he manages to find a little traction on that search field as he fights forward for a couple. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and 8.
They run again with Hubbard. And a decent run gets about 4. It's going to be 3rd down.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
And he manages to find a little traction on that search field as he fights forward for a couple. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Hubbard again. Nothing doing on 2nd. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer. Third and long for him here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Panthers getting everyone set for the punt. It'll be Bradley Pinion doing the honors. And this one is kicked up towards the clouds. And that fair catch brought in just beyond the 30-yard line. The Browns getting their offense out there. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. They'll throw to begin this drive. Got a lot behind this one. Downfield it goes. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he has it into the red zone as he reaches that 20-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You've got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, it gets the job done.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
He's going to throw it. This one found by a defender instead and knocked away. Back-to-back passes failing to connect, Brock. It's 3rd down. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Throw here, 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
He takes off with it. And he's across. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns start the second half with some needed points. Well, we all knew somebody was running with it there, and when the defender started flowing towards the back, he made the right call that he would be the one to run it in.
Yeah, he sure did. I think if he hands that off, this play does not end in a touchdown, but in a collision for his running back.
Yeah.
So not only is that running back thanking his quarterback, the rest of the guys are celebrating for that decision.
That one right down the middle. And the Browns cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Here's a return from the 7. Good work so far. He's got room. Reaches the 30. And he is gone. Touchdown. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an excited return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
Romo's point after is good. And the Panthers take a 3-possession lead. What do you think, Brock? Can we get dueling kick return touchdowns, huh? Let's find out. The kick is away. Scott now to return. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. And this gets out to the 30. The Cleveland offense back out and getting set for the drive. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. And we'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Jenkins on the drop down. He takes this up to the 34-yard line. That's a gain of 4 on the play. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Takes the handoff. Now to throw. Cut out left. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3. So chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. He finds Njoku, complete. And in a blink, they are up to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's a Browns first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. And man, did he make an impact play.
Shotgun handoff here for Junkins. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Caught by his running back, Judkins. And he's close, but they say he did not get there. It's going to be 4th and maybe a yard.
A gain of 6 yards.
Well, you kind of understand this one, right? Would have been a long field goal in the rain, but instead of trying that, they're going to go for it. They'll throw for it. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. Hubbard gets it to start the drive. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. That's a nice quick correction for this front row. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Running right side by McMillan. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield.
It's a gain of 11. And the Panthers first down.
1st and 10, it's Hubbard. And he manages to find a little traction on that search field as he fights forward for a couple. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Browns' 46-yard line.
Zone read, they'll give it to Hubbard. Jukes away from one. And he's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
That's good for the Panthers. First down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it, 2nd and 10.
Incomplete. He was covered by Denzel Ward.
He'll look to throw. He can run it. He's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short.
I don't mind that scramble at all, Kate. It makes that defense think this guy's not just going to sit in the pocket all day. But I'll say this as well, like I do all the time. When you're going to scramble as a quarterback, make sure you protect yourself.
And he's going to be touched down as he gets him an out to pick up the first down.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
He calls his own number again. And he won't get beyond the line of scrimmage. Good work by the defense. 2nd down coming up.
Baker in on the tackle. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 17.
This time it's a passing play. Completed over the middle. He takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers could push this to a 4-score game as they take a 23-point lead. Deontay Johnson with the touchdown. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right, when you don't have to settle for field goals, you can throw it underneath and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
Now to kick it away, here's Pinion.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Strong with the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Browns headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense will probably rather forget. Here's Judkins to begin the drive. And he's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a Browns first down.
They're throwing it. Finds his man over the middle. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe.
First down.
Throwing now on first down. Short pass brought in. And he takes it across midfield and into Panthers territory. So we hit the end of the third quarter. It's the Browns with the ball, but they enter this fourth quarter at a massive deficit. Second down now, 7 to go. Dropping back to throw. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Klein getting it to Jerry Jeudy. Now they're up against it here on fourth down. Desperation time here. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Hubbard trying this up the gut. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Panthers first.
And the Panthers first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Up the middle, Hubbard. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Finds him quickly on the RPO. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up third and 10.
Third and just 2 to go. Here he is on third and short. It's on target to Johnson. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. New set of downs for him from the 31.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, a give to Hubbard. And he's going to keep his balance long enough to get ahead for a gain of 5. Minute 6 on the play, bringing up second and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4 at the 25-yard line.
Running with Hubbard out of the gun. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
At the 24-yard line. A gain of a yard on the play.
Shotgun now on third down. And they get to him again. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down.
It's
flat out a tremendous call. Perfect timing to blitz the corner, and the result proves it. There was barely time for the QB to set himself up to throw, let alone look downfield for a target before he was absolutely decked by somebody who I think enjoyed that chance to rush the passer.
For the third time today, we see them setting up for a field goal. This one from 47 yards away. Nothing good from Romo. And that grows the lead to 27.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Scott now to return. Coverage team tracking him down as he reaches the 35. Back out now comes the Browns offense. And all game they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Looking underneath, and the back brings it in. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. 2nd and 3 now.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 42.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the gun, Judkins. He's going to keep his balance long enough to get ahead for a gain of 5. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Trying to throw this from the gun. He's keeping it. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on it.
And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
You know, quarterbacks aren't always the one dishing out punishment, but when they take it and they deliver a closer blow, when they deliver a ball right on target just like that, and the respect factor grows hundredfold with your teammates.
Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
It's now 3rd and 4.
Rolling from the gun here. Another turnover, and this time it's an interception. Trevin Wallace has it. And the Panthers will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Well, these were the kind of plays they needed, frankly, earlier in the game when it was still somewhat close. By this point, I'm already decided.
The Carolina offense headed out now. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10. They'll go play action. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. 1st down from the 41.
Gain of 14 yards. And the Panthers 1st down.
Keeps it on the option here. Rolling into enemy territory. Here he goes again. And out of bounds he goes on that big pickup. They're inside the red zone now. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone.
17-yard line.
Here's a give to Hubbard. He dodged the tackle. And they take it across the goal line for a Carolina touchdown. The Panthers continue piling it on here in the 4th. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown. So great work by the running back there, Brock. He saw a little bit of space, took advantage, and he took it all the way for 6.
So good, Kate. You'll hear running back coaches say this: slow to and then explode through. And that's exactly what he did. Slow to the hole, but explodes for the touchdown.
That one splits the uprights. And the Panthers grow their lead yet again. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion.
Set to kick off.
Scott now to return. This makes it up to the 25. Cleveland's offense all set to take over. Their last series sure was looking like points up until that interception, Brock. Hopefully they can move the ball similarly well as they take over here. Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. They'll start this series with an option left. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. One play in, and they are already close to midfield.
1st and 10 at the 40.
Judkins out the middle. He's going to bring this down to their 35. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
A gain of 16 yards. That's good for a Browns 1st down. 1st and
All set to go now from the 35. Pass play on 1st and 10. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Back to the air they go on 2nd down. Hits him on the in route. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you can take a lick at any time.
From the gun on 3rd down. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and incomplete.
Aubrey puts it through. Hold on, though. There's a flag down here. Although, if this is on the defense, Brock, they're probably just going to decline it and keep that make.
Defense.
Thought he had a chance to block it, but he ends up wiping out the kicker instead, and that's going to award their offense a 1st down. From the red zone now. Finds him over the middle. And this one doesn't go far. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8.
He's going to throw it again. Brought in. This one nearly moves the chains, but he stopped just shy of that marker. 6-yard pickup brings up 3rd down.
A gain of 7 yards.
He'll try to do it himself. And he's going to have enough for the 1st down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Charlotte. Browns trying to do some window dressing. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Judkins. Can't quite pass that line. They stop him at the 3.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
They call pass on 2nd and goal. A little screen pass for Judkins. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns putting up points in a game decided. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your 2nd read. His 1st broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Aubrey good on the point after. And the Browns take a molehill off that mountain as they still trail by 27.
17.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Panthers ready for their next series. Let out on offense by their quarterback. And you may as well call him a constant headache that this defense has had to deal with all game long. I mean, they game plan to slow down his passing work, but it's been his rushes that have really broken the spirit of this unit. And he's going to keep his balance long enough to get ahead for a gain of 5. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
3-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
He keeps this one himself. The lateral goes haywire. It's out. And he takes it in for the touchdown. Great defensive effort late, even if this one's decided. Great time to bring some extra pressure off that snap, and that made all the difference in getting that fumble and the defensive score.
I can hear it in your voice. I think you saw it coming. I saw it coming. I think even the crowd saw it coming.
Yep.
That quarterback did not see that blitz coming, and boy, did it pay dividends.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point sent in through the rain. And the Browns still have a lot of work to do, Brock. It's a 20-point difference now. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Fields this one at the 3. Escapes a defender. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Panthers and Chuba Hubbard ready to begin another drive. And his production is carried over into this second half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they placed upon him. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Here's Hubbard on the give. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Headed in reverse so far. Time to shift into drive. Here's 2nd and 14. So the Panthers guard the vault and get the win at home. And we know how rain can wreak havoc at any moment on a football field, but they didn't let that stop them today. They played their game, and as a result, they're leaving here with a victory. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Panthers are winners as we say so long from Charlotte.